Amid the unfinished war in the Middle East, U.S. President Donald Trump and his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping are expected to have talks next week. And eyes are on how the preparations are going and whether the summit could affect tensions on the Korean peninsula. For more on this, we have invited our defense correspondent Kim Bo-kyung here in the studio. Welcome, Bo-kyung.
Thanks for having me.
So, Bo-kyung, with this summit scheduled for next week, how are the preparations going? And walk us through the agenda for the two leaders.
Right, so it seems both countries are indeed gearing up for the upcoming summit as the U.S. Air Force C-17 transport aircraft landed at Beijing Airport on May 1st, followed by the arrival of 3 more on May the 2nd and 3rd. Both the U.S. and China have not issued official statements regarding the arrival of the transport aircraft, but Chinese media are leaning toward the possibility that they were carrying supplies in advance to prepare for the summit. When it comes to the agenda, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said on Tuesday local time that Taiwan is likely to be a topic of conversation between Trump and Xi.
We don't need any destabilizing events to occur with regards to Taiwan or anywhere in the Indo-Pacific. And I think that's to the mutual benefit of both the United States and the Chinese.
He also underlined that Beijing should play a role in getting Tehran to stop blocking the Strait of Hormuz, saying that if Iran's actions destroy the economy, the U.S. won't be able to buy goods from China, which would be a huge blow for Beijing as it is an export-driven economy.
Now, Bo-kyung, some of the reports say the initiative and negotiation is shifting toward China as the tensions in the Middle East keep getting prolonged. What is this about?
Right, so you see, the Iran war has not gone as planned for the U.S., with Washington having difficulty ending the war and therefore not being able to demonstrate American power. According to some experts cited by CNN, the U.S.'s relative bargaining position has been weakened quite a lot as the war in the Middle East has clearly shown that the U.S. simply could not handle Iran. As Trump is soon to go through midterm elections, he will be eager to present tangible wins to American voters, such as big Chinese purchases of U.S. agricultural products and Boeing jets, which will inevitably present China with a unique opportunity. Now, one expert added that as there are growing signs China is stepping into the forefront as a mediator in the Middle East, with Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi having visited Beijing today, this shows China has the better position.
So China may be played as a mediator role as the over the United States. So that's why right now China is in a very good position to upcoming Sino-U.S. summit.
Now, under such circumstances, the report further says China is ready to leverage its vast domestic market and dominance in the rare earth supply chain to get what it wants, namely the U.S. expressing opposition to Taiwan independence, reducing restrictions on high-end tech exports, and removing Chinese companies from its sanctions list.
Well, what we would like to know the most is, I'm sure, is whether U.S. President Donald Trump will be having talks with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, during his stay in Beijing. Bo-kyung, what are the chances so far?
Well, for now, chances are a bit low because the White House official on Monday said that the meeting between Trump and Kim is not currently scheduled during Trump's visit to China. The remarks came as a response to questions from local media whether there would be possible contact with North Korea on the sidelines of the U.S.-China summit. Given Trump's spontaneous style, it is difficult to completely rule out the possibility. But many do say it could be hard for the summit to take place as Trump needs to focus on the high-stakes meeting with Xi and peace negotiations with Iran.
Because of this Iran war, I don't think Trump can have a time or energy or the space to have a dialogue with Kim Jong-un at this moment. But the important thing is that both leaders from those countries, they are showing their willingness to have another summit between North and Korea and the United States.
And thus, the expert added that the potential summit between Trump and Kim could take place during the second half of this year after midterm elections in the U.S., when Trump will need to seek a breakthrough external achievement, or around the time of major political events such as the APEC summit in China in November and the G20 leaders summit in the U.S. in December.
Well, we'll have to see first how the Trump-Xi summit goes next week. Bo-kyung, thanks for the coverage.
Thank you.